Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Gary and today's video is super exciting. You guys know I love a bronzer, so I literally had to pick up these free Morphe bronzers. Well, to be fair, they were gifted to me because I tried to go to the store and buy them because I just thought, let me just go and get them, but they were all sold out. So I literally had to get this off the PR, so I'm super excited to use them. It isn't a first impressions because I have used them out, but I haven't used all the shades, so I thought I'd give you a review. So before we begin, if you guys want to click that subscribe button, obviously hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. So if you want to see how these Morphe bronzers look on deeper skin tones, keep on watching, boo. Okay, so I wasn't sure what to do for today's video just because I was like, okay, I want to show you guys the bronzers, but how can I incorporate this into a look? So I thought I'll just probably do like a full face of Morphe, but I probably won't do eyes. So I'm going to run through the bronzers for you. I'm literally going to try and get the lightest to darkest because I was so shocked these were sold out just because I just don't know. Obviously, they're like new bronzers, which is amazing. And Morphe went really deep with these tones, so which is even more amazing. But I just didn't expect them to be sold out so quickly. So if you can hear sirens, there's always a madness in my area. The first bronzer, look at the packaging, by the way. It's super nice. It is quite big. It's a big pan, so obviously it's going to take up some space in your makeup bag. This is the shade Leader, and this shade looks like this. I would say this is a bit lighter than, I feel like it's like a bit lighter than Makamami, but not as red. I'm going to swatch it for you because this is super gorgeous. I'm going to swatch on the back of my hand and that's what it looks like. Look how dark and pigmented that is. It actually looks like Makamami in the back of my hand because they definitely swatch much darker. This shade is super beautiful. I can literally wear both of these on my cheeks and the eyes. And the next shade is called Supreme. These are the Glam Bronze face and body bronzers. You can use them on the face, obviously, if you want to contour your chest or your abs. I don't know, anything you want to do. Wizardry at your best. So obviously, this is called Supreme. This one actually looks like Makamami by Fenty Beauty, the same kind of shade. And this is kind of like a more warm tone bronze. That's what I love about the shades. They're very different. Let me swatch this one for you. So that's it there. This one's more deeper and obviously more red. I'll probably say this one's very close to Makamami. I think these bronzers are £18, I believe, and the pan size is huge. You definitely get a lot for your money, and obviously there's a mirror in there as well, which is super cute. The last shade, I think this is the darkest. Yeah, I think it is. And this is called Prodigy, and this is what the shade looks like. Super cute. It looks darker in person. I'm gonna swatch this for you using a different finger. I'm gonna swatch this there. Oh, and that's Prodigy. Look how deep that is. It's so nice. This definitely has like a red undertone slash a bit more neutral. Super nice. I think Morphe aced it with the tones. Even though to say, I think the tone's actually better than the Fenty Beauty bronzers. I did say to Fenty Beauty when I did meet up with them, the bronzer tones need to have a bit more variation. I feel like Makamami shouldn't be the darkest, and I do feel like, actually, she just released the cream bronzers, which do come out soon, and they do look super dark. So I'm going to do a full face of complexion of Morphe, so you guys can see these bronzers in action. So obviously, guys, stay tuned. Okay, I'm gonna use a brand new product, and this is by Tatcha, and this is the Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. I literally got this last week just before I was going out, and it's such a beautiful primer. I do feel like this is super expensive, but I was obsessed with the cream one for the longest. But I think I like this one much better. I feel like it blends into my skin better. It doesn't leave a white cast, even though the cream one is good. It leaves a white cast, but it goes once you put foundation over it. But I just love this one better. It's a bit more sanitary because it's a pump, and it's just so beautiful. It leaves my skin feeling so, just, I don't know, snatched, you know. So I think it's out at the moment, but I definitely say try and get a sample if you can. I know Tatcha isn't available in the UK, but you can definitely pop into a Sephora if you're US based and get yourself a sample. So I'm actually going to take the Morphe foundation, and this is the Fluidity Full Coverage Foundation in F120. I'm really not sure what the numbers mean. I don't really like when brands use numbers. I like it when it's names. This is kind of more of a neutral undertone, which I don't mind because recently the foundations that I've been getting have been super red, and I just feel like, even though I don't mind it because I feel like when a foundation is red, you can just use kind of like a yellow concealer to really just correct it. But recently it's been making me look a tiny bit mad. But I've got a hat on because my hair isn't looking cute. I've got a bit of grow back, so I just thought, let me just whack on a hat to make it look a bit presentable. But this foundation color is actually really nice. I know, I'm trying to think how much shades Morphe have. Isn't it 60? What I do have to rate about Morphe is, though, they actually always think about everyone. Like, I know, like, these bronzers took a long time to probably do, because they literally released bronzers last year as well, because we were getting it and it was actually too light for me. But no, actually they have got a bronzer. It's called bronze something. It's like a duo one. Actually, no, they have. They've had one before, but it wasn't that dark. So I'm actually kind of glad brands are stepping up and kind of thinking deeper skin tones need bronzers too. Obviously, I think Makamami was one of like the first kind of like luxury brands to do it. But I just feel like it's amazing. Brands are finally realizing that everyone wants bronzers too. Like, I feel like when some people like think of bronzers, they don't think black people can use bronzers, and that's so annoying because anyone can use a bronzer that's just like a different shade and obviously a bit more warmer and golden. But yeah, it's a really amazing thing. I cannot wait to show you guys how these lay on the skin. I'm literally just throwing on some NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I actually don't have a skin tone concealer for the Morphe concealer, but I've got a lighter one. But I just love this one because it's got a tiny bit of red in it, so it kind of just helps kind of correct my situation even more. Well, kind of like doing the extra work. I've been really tired recently. I haven't been sleeping as well. I just feel like it's been taking like an emotional toll on my skin, especially my under eyes. I just feel like with me, I've been going to bed so late, and I'm one of these people that are kind of like it's what a night owl. Does anyone relate? Like, what time? Like, when I hear people saying that they go to bed at like 10 o'clock and like 11, I just find it so not bizarre but strange because I can never get to bed until 1, and I know it's really bad, but I just feel like what the hell is going on? I just want to say thank you to all the love on my last kind of luxury bags video. I wasn't sure how it would do, and I really just loved the engagement on it. A lot of you guys are so sweet because obviously I put a disclaimer at the front of the video saying I wasn't bragging and just to say like I wasn't showing off in any way, but I was just like giving you guys information. And a lot of you guys were like, well, why do you have to declare it? Like, if it's your bags, like you don't have to just like make a disclaimer about anything. And I just thought, you know what, it's so true, but there's always that 1% of someone that thinks, oh, why are you showing off? Like, why are you showing off all these things? Like, who do you think you are? It's just like, babes, like, they're flipping bags, not like diamonds, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like calm down, but I just think it's always important to make those disclaimers just so people don't get the wrong end of the stick. So I'm now going to go with this Morphe concealer. I'm not sure what this is called. There's no name for it, but I'm guessing it's the Fluidity Concealer. This is in the shade 4.25C. This is very yellow. I'm hoping it's not too yellow because, oh my god, it's so tight. Oh my god. Okay, it's open, it's open. So I'm literally gonna, okay, this smells. It smells kind of nice though. It kind of reminds me of the Too Faced. Let me see how yellow this is. Oh, this is very yellow. This is yellow AF, but it's fine. I think I've used this concealer before. I think it dries down super fast if I can remember. Okay, so I personally think this looks super nice. I was a bit worried because if you look at that side, it's so yellow, but it's kind of like, I don't know, it looks almost orangey yellow, but it actually blends out really nice. Like, I love the color of it because I was a bit worried because I remember when I did a Fenty Beauty concealer and I don't know what shade it was, but the shade was so yellow that it made me look a bit bizarre. But this concealer is doing all right. I think this is more of a matte finish because I can feel the foundation. It's not drying, but it definitely is more on the matte side because I can't see any shine. So if you have oily skin, this foundation is literally going to be so perfect for you. Okay, so I just conjured using the same concealer in C65. This is a really nice shade. It's definitely more on the neutral, which I love for a contour. I'm actually going to blend this out. This contour is actually really nice. I think with these concealers, they do dry a bit fast, so you have to just make sure you blend a tiny bit fast because on the under eye, I definitely noticed it settling a bit quick. Maybe because it's a bit hot in my place, but ooh, look at that snatchery. Like, cheekbones higher than your credit limit. You could never. So I'm literally going to use the Morphe Bacon Set Setting Powder in Banana Rich. I didn't even realize Morphe did setting powders. Maybe I'm just so at the game. The shade looks super beautiful. doesn't smell weird. It actually reminds me of Kunafa by Huda Beauty, just the shade, because it's so golden. So, first impressions. So this powder is so nice. It's very finely milled. Like, I feel like it has a tiny bit of coverage as well, which is perfect for the under eye. Like, it's just snatching it. It's not that bright, but I feel like if you use too much, it could kind of end up looking crazy. I actually really like this powder. Ooh, it definitely reminds me of Huda Beauty Kunafa, the color. It doesn't have any fragrance, which is good. I feel like I'm discovering loads of Morphe products which I haven't tried, because I feel like Morphe has so many products and it can be just not overwhelming, but I feel like they just do different things. Like, I know their brushes are amazing, their palettes, their collaborations. So obviously they can't shout about everything, but this powder is super gorge. It's bronzer time. So I'm trying to think which one to use. I'm gonna use Supreme, I think, because this is like one of my favorite shades, period. I'm gonna use a Morphe M530 brush. Morphe brushes are just so banging. So I'm not sure whether to do different color bronzers on each side of the cheek. I'm not gonna look a bit crazy. Who knows? So I'm literally gonna just look how big the pan is. Like, you get so much. I've already put a bit of powder down there. Guys, this shade, can you see how beautiful this bronzer is? So this is Supreme. So gorge. I recommend, if you can't get to the store, definitely order these online. They're just such a good price. And guys, look at that. Obviously I'm using it as a contour, but you can obviously like blur it out and use it more as like a blurred out kind of like bronzer. I'm actually going to circular motions because I don't want it to be too strong, even though I'll put that powder underneath. I want it to be just, you know, see, it's giving my just cheek a bit of warmth. I'm just going to do a bit under there as well, just so we can snatch this jaw even more. Oh my god, that rhymed. How cheesy. Can you just see? And that is in the shade Supreme. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys a difference. So I'm going to use a different shade on my other cheek. I'm going to use Leader. I think Leader's lighter. Am I being crazy? Yeah, Leader's lighter, so I definitely could use both. So that's Leader. That is Supreme. I'm getting really confused. So hold on. They look so different on camera, but Leader's definitely lighter 100%. So I'm going to use Leader. I'm taking an angled contour brush. This is a Morphe E4 brush. Wouldn't it be cute if I had a Morphe code, but I don't. So you can definitely use my friends, which is Twee, or my other friends, which is Ling. I think it's Ling. Yeah, I'm sure hers is Ling as well, but you can use either one of their codes so they can get, you know, a little discount for you. So I'm literally going to put this on and do it in circular motions. This one is definitely more... Even though it looks lighter, it looks more darker. I'm not sure why. Why does it look darker? I don't think it's darker. I definitely think this one's just a tiny bit more neutral on me. It's definitely, it looks like more of a contour. It's like, this one's giving me like sun bronze, you know, in the Maldives, bad bitch. This one's giving me like, I've been to, you know, Jamaica, I've sat in the sun. Because obviously, did you know, like, different places where you go, you get a different tan, which I didn't know until my friend told me. So, obviously, if you go to Dubai, you get a bit more golden. If you go to Spain, you get a bit more, like, bronzy, kind of like orangish. Not orange, but, you know, the tone is just different. So, I definitely like this shade better, which is Supreme. Like, it's got a bit more red in it, which I want in a bronze, and this is a bit more neutral, so you can see the difference. Bet. Just so I use every color, I'm gonna use Prodigy, which is the darkest on the nose contour, so I have to be really careful about how dark I go, because, you know, if you go too dark with your nose contour, it can just look a tiny bit, you know, RuPaul's Drag Race, you know. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not the kind of vibe we're going for today. So, I'm literally just gonna use a tiny bit on the nose. Oops. Oh, what kind of pigmented that is? I'm literally sweating. I'm not sure why. It might be this jumper because it's not thick, but I don't know why I'm sweating. I'm just going to do a bit on the nose. I'm going to bring it into the brow. Wow, that is so pigmented, guys. Maybe the lighter one will be better for a nose contour. I think it's this brush. It might be a bit too stiff. But I'm obviously going to blend this out using another clean brush, but this is a nose contour, it's a bit intense. Not going to lie, I look a tiny bit mad, but obviously we can blend it out once we do our brows. If this colour would show her Nima Tang, I think it actually would, because it is deep enough, but maybe I'm not sure, I just don't know, but it is super dark though, but I love the tone of this one, it's so nice. I could definitely double this up as a contour. Let me guys know in the comments if you tried this bronzer. So these are the bronzers on. What do you guys think? You can definitely tell a shade difference, and the nose one was a tiny bit dark, but obviously when I use a tiny bit of powder here and here, it's gonna look a bit, you know, come together. What I'm gonna do, obviously gonna finish this look by doing my brows, maybe a lash and a lip just to finish off the look, and I'm gonna come and give you my final verdict. So hey guys, I'm back. I kind of finished off the look with some lashes and liner. The lashes are from Isla, they're the 3D dramatic ones, and the liners Beauty Bakery, Lips Beauty Bakery, and Artist Couture lip gloss in Uncensored 2.0. Anyway, with the bronzers from Morphe, I'm super impressed. If you can get these, get them. They're super affordable. They're actually cheaper than the Fenty ones. These are $18. The pan size is largely bigger. You're getting more product for your coin. My favorite shades are Leader and Supreme. I just feel like they're both such gorgeous shades. I do love Prodigy as well, but that is more of a contour powder on me, and I feel like I've got something similar to that, but the shade is super nice. You could use these powders on the eyes, on the body, on the cheeks, anywhere you want to. They're just such gorgeous powders. I just thought I'd do the video I just thought I'd do this video for you just so you guys could see the bronzers and how they perform, but I really like them. Like, it's just snatching my whole damn existence. Let me guys know if you tried the bronzers in the comments down below, and I shall see you in my next video, guys. Bye.